What's your name?
Jimmy, Comic Book Insider. How you
Craig with Exec TV.
Michelle from TV Equals.
Hi.
I'm Jennifer with TV Addict.
Hi.
Jason from TVaholic.com.
Hi.
Matt, Comics Online.
Oh, no worries. We're still good.
Carissa from Collider.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Marissa from GiveMeMyRemote.com.
Thank you. Okay, good.
Well, what can you tell us about the first season? What can you tease?
The Arrow is, I have to tell you guys, I've done a lot of these pilots and none better than this. This really just turned out wonderful. This is a show that even after you see the pilot, it's the kind of situation which you ain't seen nothing yet. The actors and the writing on this is just so fantastic and so rich and so wealthy with great storytelling, smart storytelling, adult storytelling. It's a very mature subject in some respects. I mean, the way they treat the show, it's not a situation where oftentimes with comic book TV shows, you know, this is not the TV version of it. This is big time movie stuff, and it looks like that as well. We have a lot of crew from the Smallville series working on it, so it's going to have a lot of scope and expand upon that. And the actor, Stephen Amell, their character, the Arrow, Oliver Queen, is... I've never worked with someone so initially talented and so with fifth grade instincts. She's really amazing. And Katie Cassidy is tremendous. She plays Laura Lance, and there's great drama, and she's her best stuff is yet to come for sure. In respect to Arrow, I think that it's a kind of show in which it's going to have elements of loss in it. It's going to have a lot of great action in it, a lot of kick-ass stuff. Have you guys seen it? Has anybody seen it?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, the pilot.
Hey, good. How did you guys like it?
I loved it.
It turned out good, yes?
Yes,
Yes.
good.
And the first and second scripts are even better after that. I've read the first script and the second script after that, so they're really keeping up with some great stuff.
So, the visual look of the opening minutes especially seemed to be inspired by Green Arrow Year One. Was that intentional?
Very much so. Well, the entire sensibility of the show was really based on Green Arrow Year One. We kind of took it from that as our perspective in some respects. And the look of that opening sequence is one that I wanted to really mix it up and really make you feel like you're part of it. And this is the big thing for me is that I'm a big believer in emotion involving the audience. From someone with respect, it's all about point of view. It's always about, I got to get the audience to lean in and care. And also, too, it's a situation where to do that, you have to create a world that's real, and a world that people can really access and understand and be something that they can kind of relate to, make the characters accessible. Once you get set up that world, then they lean in, then you get them to care, and then you can throw the paranormal at them or throw things at them that are actually strong and emotionally affects them. So I think that with respect to the opening, we didn't have an island in the middle of the Pacific to shoot this, so it was all about what do we not see and how do we best, in a sense, affect the audience and make them feel that he's very far away, and I thought it worked very well.
I didn't see the pilot, so apologies. But I know Deathstroke is going to play a part in it. Is it going to be like Smallville? Are we going to see a lot of other DC Universe characters throughout the series?
It's interesting that you will be seeing DC Universe characters and Green Arrow characters in this series for sure, but it's really going to be the peel the onion situation, and you'll see them in a realistic light. They'll be real people. They won't be walking in some, the episode of seeing a crazy outfit or something, and that's where they enter into the city and so forth. We want to make this as grounded as possible, make it as believable as possible. There's a lot of elements to Oliver Queen's life that we even relate to even Jason Bourne's situation with respect to him being away and trying to come to grips with himself and come to grips with and dealing with his own physical and emotional scars. He, of course, inherited or was really happened to him during his 5 years away. And I think that what's interesting is with respect to DC characters coming into this, I think you'll see a lot of these villains in some respect in a very different light too, and they'll have dimension and richness and wealth, and I think it's going to make it very powerful.
From the comic book perspective, obviously you've had a few changes. His home city, for example, Dinah's middle name being Laurel now, just being the main character's name. Were these mandates from Warner Brothers, or was this just a creative decision that you needed to make these changes to make it feel more realistic, or what what was the perception with that?
Well, I think it's interesting. I think that with respect to Warner Brothers and DC together as a team, there were never any mandates. There were never any, well, we have to follow this rule or follow that rule and so forth. The only rule was, how do you tell the best story? And Andy Kreisberg, who is one of the creators, of course, he wrote Green Arrow comics. And Mark Guggenheim, of course, is very knowledgeable in that world. And Greg Berlanti, who's one of the best producers in Hollywood. They understand how to tell a great story, and what they wanted to do is how we make a story that actually can broaden out the audience base, and not just make it feel like a superhero show, but make it a show about heroes and about justice. And the one area that we were kind of leaning toward more is that not to copy or not to try to do something in the area of a Smallville world, but maybe more like an Equalizer or TV series, that type of situation, kind of balance out the type and tone of the show. So I think that it really worked out so beautifully this year with respect to the writing of the series and everyone's involvement. It was all about how they tell about the story, and they know how to do that.
When you shot in Hadley Castle, did you make a concerted effort to avoid using rooms that were seen in the Smallville pilot?
The Smallville pilot actually, we actually shot the castle out in Victoria for this, and the Smallville pilot didn't get out there. I shot at a location in Vancouver that we were cheating. And of course, the exteriors of the Green Arrow castle is the castle we actually. The exteriors in the Smallville pilot was the castle in Victoria that we actually got a chance to go to this year. What happened this year was when the pilot season started, I went up to Vancouver very quickly and I said, let's get this location, this location, and this location before anybody else can get them. And we got these locations and got a chance to do the castle in Victoria, which is really primo.
Looked really cool.
Yes.
What was the biggest challenge in actually creating this pilot with differentiating it from past superhero TV series?
Well, I think it's a situation where we wanted to make it mature and really give it a sense of weight, because I know that there have been some superhero shows attempted and tried in the last 2-3 years from different people that I thought kind of were juvenile in some respect, how they treated the superhero. I think it's, I've been involved in science fiction based stuff for a very long time, and you have to respect the audience, because they're the strongest and the best audience, but also too, if you're not true of being trying to tell a great story, they'll sniff you out and spit you out in a second. So I think the attitude there was that to really admire the intelligence of the audience and play to that, which is the most important part of it.
Well, given your very, very impressive pilot track record, do you look at the scripts that you get every year with a different kind of eye now that you have that success? And do you like, okay, maybe I can bring something special to this that I really feel can get produced series, or is it just luck of the draw?
It was only luck of the draw. No, really what it is most importantly is the fact that I have the overall deal with Warner Brothers Television, and what they do is they give me scripts to read, and I read 6 to 8, 10 scripts every January, and I sit and I read them, and it's very simple. I read the script. I'm attracted to the script that moves me. What show emotionally involved me? What show that I feel that after I turned the last page and turned it over, I said, what I want to see the next episode. Because there's so many shows out there, when you see pilots, you're like, I've seen it. I don't need to see the next episode. I know what this is all about, and there's nothing to kind of throw me in the next episode. So for me, it's all about what can emotionally involve me, what's smart, what is something that I can actually feel something about, and also it's really about it's the attitude of what's on the page. And to me, that's the only reason I look at it, is how good the story is. Because I don't care who's involved or where it's going or the budget or any of that stuff. To me, the best story will always win in my book, and that's why I choose it. And I never can worry about if it's going to sell or not, or get made or whatever, but all I can do is read a great story and say, that's the one I think could be best. And fortunately, that has been my pick, yes.
Do you have any personal favorite scenes or episodes that you're really proud of and want the fans to pay special attention to?
Pardon me?
Something to look for the fans, something that you really have seen, or an episode that you particularly enjoyed?
Well, the series hasn't started shooting yet on Arrow, but I am actually in the process. I'm prepping Game of Thrones. I'm I'm directing season 3, the final 2 episodes. So I'm just got back from Morocco, and that should be quite an experience and quite a time had by all.
As far as the series itself, is it going to be more standalone episodes, or are we going to see an overall season arc where just specific characters come into play? And,
well, I think what will happen, if you saw the pilot, of course, there is that list, there is that episode of the week situation, there is that situation where every week will be that continuing story. But also, what's really wonderful is the fact that you're also going to be taking the series and taking it back into the world of his flashbacks and seeing basically, what made him who he is today. We'll be going back to the island. And really dealing with that and kind of finding out what caused his physical and, of course, emotional scars that turned who he is today and what changed him. Because the thing with Oliver Queen is the fact that, unlike Bruce Wayne, he was an asshole when he was younger. He really was that stuff. So now he's having to now he has to wear so many different masks in his new life that you're going to be dealing with that emotional story as well. And also, it's a family drama in some respects. You're dealing with your little sister, his mother, and all the complications and where that goes as well. So it's very interesting how the show's going to take off, and the bottom line, I think, is going to be extremely compelling.
And switch.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.